Hi everyone, welcome to the first Hangout on Air from the Student App Challenge team. We're very excited to be in front of you and to take care of all your queries, all the excitement that's bubbling, and look after all the new updates that we have from Google's point of view, right, Tane?
Yeah.
So what we have in front of us is like a bunch of students who have all expressed interest on the Student App Challenge. We will be introducing you all shortly. Thank you so much for participating with us. I would also like to introduce you to the Google guests that we have who are joining us for this Hangout on Air. So let's start with introducing Vaibhavi, who works with the Applied CS team. Hi Vaibhavi, do you want to take us through what you do at Google and what this Hangout on Air is all about from your side?
Sure. Hi. Hi, everyone. My name is Vaibhavi Desai, and I'm sitting out of Bangalore office. I'm managing the program Google Applied CS with Android, along with Harsh Dattani, who sits out of Gurgaon office. And this is a program where we are targeting the students of computer science engineering of different campuses from India. So we have already covered 160 campuses. We have our facilitators on those campuses. So this program is about bridging the gap between theory and practice. We aim to bring theory into practice with this program. So this is an enhancement of computer science concepts that the students are already learning on their campuses. What we do is we teach them how to apply these concepts using Android as a platform. And so this hangout, which is for like the information about AdMob challenge, is an apt thing for all of you, all the students and facilitators who are participating or running the workshop, and it's a great opportunity. So I welcome all of you. We have facilitators joining from Madurai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Ahmedabad, Pune, etc., etc., etc. So I welcome all of you. Thanks for spending your time, and I'll let Shifali lead the hangout and give you more information about Student App Challenge. Thank you.
Thanks, Vaibhavi. That was definitely informational. And I know so many students across India want to continue to work with the Applied CS team. What I want to now go ahead and do is also introduce you guys to our newest intern at the AdMob team in India. This is Tane, and he's been very instrumental in organizing this hangout on air. So all you students should be thanking him. In fact, let me not take away his glory. Let him go ahead and have his word and tell you guys more about what he does at Google so far and what the hangout on air means to him today.
Thanks, Shafali. Hi, everyone. So, as Shafali's already mentioned, I'm a student and I'm currently interning with Google here in the AdMob team in India. So, as I've been working with the AdMob team, I'm currently working with multiple projects, and these are all exciting projects. And AdMob Student App Challenge is the most exciting project that I've currently worked on. So, to give you a brief about the Student App Challenge, this is basically an app building competition in which students have to submit their build an app and submit it to Play Store. So this is a competition where students can compete globally with all the students all around the world, and this is a unique opportunity for all the students to test their mettle whether they can compete with all the students or not. And so for this process, basically, if you want to see, you will have to submit and build an app, submit it on Play Store, maybe Google Play Store or Android App Store, and then you'll have to market, as well as you may want to like monetize it by exclusively using AdMob as a tool. So, Shafali, would you like to add any more points to this?
Actually, yeah, Dana, you've covered it all. So, as he's himself saying it's from the horse's mouth. It's all about creating your app, marketing it, creating a business plan, and then finally standing a chance to win the contest, right? To give you guys some perspective, let me talk about some stats that we had in store from 2014. So, we had about 7.4 billion devices, right, with only 7.2 billion people in the world, right? Just shows the magnitude of applications and mobile devices that are sort of overcoming in this world and how we're all taking to connection to a whole another level, and apps becomes the biggest part and the front runner in that space, and AdMob on that front becomes the go-to platform for showcasing everything that there is to know about app monetization. So what we're going to do is let Tane walk you through some of the things that this app challenge is going to focus on, and then we'll go about the details on how you can still go ahead and register in case you've already not.
Cool. So the insight that you provided, Shafali, was quite interesting. So as Shafali has already mentioned, there were approximately more mobile devices than the population in 2014. So if you want to see, mobile is actually the entire world is moving towards mobile-friendly world rather than desktop-friendly, and we have statistics which denotes that people spend more time on mobile rather than desktop computers nowadays. So that's quite interesting, and that's why we are organizing this competition as an app challenge where people like students who are like emerging force, they get a chance to try the skills and build an app, and maybe then in future they would get a chance to like build an opportunity and growing career in this field. So we'll move on to the next part where I'll just share my slides.
Yeah, in fact, and what I can do in the meanwhile is talk you guys through how people can still go ahead and register for this challenge. So I know a lot of students have already marked themselves and created teams and are busy working on their apps. For those of you who've still not gone ahead and done that, there's still time because the challenge still has at the end by the end of June 28th. So just to tell you guys the 4 steps that you need to do to be a part of this challenge is to first go ahead and register your teams, right? When you do that on the website, you will need to pick a team leader and you can go ahead and create a free team alias. The second thing to do is brainstorm with each other and come up with ideas that you want to build on your app, right? Come up with passionate business plans and things that you can install the Google Mobile Ads SDK on. So that's the second step, building your app and then signing up for the new AdMob account. The third step is to go ahead and publish your app in the Play Store. We take all kind of app submissions, so whether you're working on iOS devices or Android devices, go ahead, publish your app on the Play Store, Apple App Store, and then start promoting your app. As the fourth step, we will be evaluating your apps, right? So what you need to do is send us your app, send us the business report, because this is one of the crucial parts that makes AdMob stand out for you guys and helps you make revenue, right? Helps you become business people and not just coding for passion, and it makes you understand the importance of every dollar that you earn. So with that, these are the 4 steps that you can still take up and register for the AdMob Student Challenge. And maybe Tariq can walk you through what next lies with us.
Yeah, exactly. The process is actually very edged out. So as you can see, it's very simple. It's just a 4-step process: register, build, promote, and submit. And Shefali, would like to discuss any resources that students can go through while building this, building an app and maybe promoting?
Of course, and there's so many resources that we've listed on our website. What I want to showcase to you guys at this point of time is the App Developer Business Kit, which is crucial for any developer who's coming up with new apps or is thinking about monetization in a very holistic fashion. So that's the one thing that I would urge all of you guys to check on. The third thing is that, you know, to talk about ideas in general and not bring up just the monetization aspect. I know we have quite a few students joining us today, and I'd love to introduce some of them to you guys right now. And maybe what we could do is hear from the stories and hear app ideas from themselves. Why don't we start with Rohan? I know Rohan's got an exciting idea that he wants to talk to all of us about.
Hello everyone, I'm Rohan. I'm a computer science engineering third year student from Bharatiya Vidyapeeth College of Engineering. I'm also a part of Google Developers Group New Delhi. We just did a Google I/O extended live viewing party. It was really exciting. So that's about me. People can put up reminders really simply, and it's a real simple user experience. They can put up images, videos, and voice recording into their reminders, and it will show you when the time comes. So I'm also integrating Firebase with it to sync it with other devices also. So that's about my idea. I am looking forward to publish on Play Store and participate in Google App Challenge. Thank you.
Thanks, Rohan. That was really inspiring, and I'm sure there's lots of utility for your app out there. In fact, I know we have another student with us who has a very interesting app idea. Imon, do you want to talk us through what you've been developing and working towards?
Hello, I am Imon. I am from IIT Delhi. I am building an app called Page 3. What happens is when you see a dress on a celebrity or on a person, you don't know where you can get that dress or whether it's affordable or not. So what you can do is click a picture, put it up on our app. Now our tailors will respond to your app, will respond to your picture saying the amount of time they're going to take to build the dress or to make that dress and the price you're going to pay. Now, and the tailors will have their individual ratings given by the customers themselves. So you can choose the tailor that's best suited for you. And we will also have boutiques on our platform where a person will look at that dress and send you a link to that same dress or to the dress that is similar to that dress. So you can you can choose the tailor, or you can choose the boutique, or you can choose both. We will also allow you to speak to fashion enthusiasts across the country and to fashion experts to about your fashion choices and what dresses suit you best and stuff like that.
Thanks, Imon. I love the fact that you're combining fashion with technology. That does sound like a fantastic idea to bring them together. We also have Saud with us. Saud, do you want to discuss some more things about your ideas? And I love how everyone's collaborating and getting feedback on their ideas here.
Yeah, sure. My name is Mohammed Saud. I'm a master's student of a computer science department from IIT Delhi. So I haven't named my app yet, but let's say, so my idea is this. Let's say you go to shopping to a big mall. It's a huge mall and there's a huge parking system there. So you park your car somewhere, but while returning, you actually forgot where you parked your car. So it's quite difficult for you to relocate your car. So what my idea is, I want to develop an app that could help you relocate your car. What you do is simply press a button on the app while you get off the car from the parking system, and then you may roam wherever you want. And while getting back, just you have to relocate your car on the app. So it will show you the route back to the car. Now you can use any algorithm for that, or I'll not go into the technicality of it, but it will help you exactly retrace the path that you came from the car, and it also gives you the opportunity to go as far as you want, because it doesn't depend on the range. And so I have been building on this app, but it's not completed yet, and it's not on the Play Store. But I think it would be good and there will be multiple users using it for global. So that's it. That's it, fine.
That was really informational as well, and I know a lot of us would need that sort of utility in, to find cars, to look for things that we've parked somewhere. Happens all the time to us. So great utility is there. What I want to just pop a question to you guys and get some insights from you all as a one-liner is, what was the inspiration behind your apps? So was there a user study or some research or something that personally moved you to make these apps? Maybe we could go with Saud first, and then Imon, and then Rohan. So Saud, do you want to go first? Saud, I'll just ask you to unmute yourself once. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. So there's a doubt I have for this. So I want to ask about the judging criteria, and how will be the apps evaluated, and how will be the results declared for that? So.
All right. And I know somebody else had a similar question on that front. Sanskriti, weren't you thinking and deliberating about these ideas as well, about the judging evaluation and things like that?
Hi Tanay, hi Shefali. Thanks for organizing this session. It's clearing up many doubts for us. So yeah, I had the exact same question. If you could shed some light on how exactly will our apps be evaluated, that will be great.
That's great, Sanskriti. Let's move on to the judging criteria. So if we see, there are basically 3 phases to the evaluation of the app submission that you would do for the student app challenge. So the phase 1 is actually phase 1 consists of 4 criteria. First one is the reviews that you get on your mobile application. So can you share the slide?
Yes.
So yeah, basically reviews for every 5-star rating that you get for your application, you would be allotted like 10 points. For 4-star reviews, you'll get 8 points, and so on. So that is, and this would be a programmatically arranged algorithm wherein you'll be evaluated based on the total points that you get after like totaling all the 4 criteria. So the other criteria is the downloads. So even downloads have been categorized into several slabs. So let's say if you are getting like 5 to 10 downloads, you'll be allotted 20 total points, and if 11 to 50, then 30 total points, and so on. It goes on. And the third criteria is the impressions from ads that you get on your application. So this would come from AdMob. If you implement AdMob in your app, so AdMob will help you showcase ads in your mobile application, and those ads are actually called ad impressions. And if for every 1,000 impressions, you will be given like 20 points. So that is, yeah, sorry, for every 1,000 impressions, you'll be given 10 points. So that would be evaluated on basis the total number of impressions that you get. And the fourth point being the revenue that you earn through monetization of your app. So for every cent that you earn, you'll be given 20 points. So if we sum up all the points from these 4 criteria, you will be shortlisted for the next round. So top 10 participants from each region. By region, I mean all the 4 regions that we have: APAC, Latin America, North America, and EMEA. From all these 4 regions, top 10 participants will be selected each. So that amounts to 40 participants, and they will go to phase 2.
Yeah, and as you can see, phase 2 is all about user experience. What the judges will essentially be looking at is whether the application is useful to the users, or entertaining or meaningful, adds value to their life, right? Secondly, they'll also be seeing if the mobile application is easy to use. Thirdly, it will be really pertinent that the mobile application functions properly and contains very, very limited bugs. And lastly, if the mobile app's design is carefully organized to increase user value. So as you can see, phase 2 really pays emphasis on user values and user behaviors. So we'd love for you guys to do an in-depth analysis on how your users are using your apps, if there's any bug feature that you can sort of, fix right now, and only then go ahead and submit your app for the evaluations. The phase 3, in fact, is all about the business report, how you guys sort of evangelized your app, how you monetized it, and how you're sort of presenting your case to the judges. So the few things that the judges will be looking at is A, your executive summary. Secondly, they also pay a lot of emphasis on the organization of your team, whether you handle resources carefully, whether there were leads and product managers within your group that led certain portfolios in these apps. Thirdly, the application itself and the reason and the strategic implications of building the app. So whether you guys had like a solid reason for solving for a problem that led you to create the app. These really go a long way in terms of connecting your business report. And the last 3 things that constitute as a part of phase 3 judging criteria is the monetization strategy, whether you use the right ad formats for AdMob, whether you had a sound understanding of the business that you were running through your app, and lastly, the general marketing strategy as well as the results. So if your promotions led to good, downloads and good revenue from those aspects. So those are the things that we look at from a judging criteria, and I hope this helps answer your question, Sanskriti.
Thanks, guys. This really clears up my query, and now we have a better idea of what exactly we should focus on for creating our app. Thanks a lot.
In fact, Sanskriti, you should also go ahead and feel free to introduce yourself. We'd love to know which college you're from and what you're working on currently.
Hi, so I'm a 4th year student from NIFT Delhi, and I, along with my team, we are planning to submit an app for the Student App Challenge, which has more to do with making virtual meetup groups for different fields of academics.
That sounds fantastic. Good luck with that. And maybe we can open up for any more questions that somebody might have.
Yeah, actually, Shefali, I have a question. Hey everyone, Harshit this side. I'm a student app developer, and I, alongside my team, am participating in the Students App Challenge. So my question is, what are the practices that a developer should follow while he or her is implementing ads in his app? Because as we all know, users don't like ads as much. So how can we implement ads in such a way that the whole user experience of our app is lovable to use?
I think you've hit the nail on its head. Every app developer has this question in their mind, and it's fantastic that you're thinking about it from a user standpoint, because obviously you do not want to disturb the user flow, and you want ads to be as synchronous with the flow of the app as possible. So we do at AdMob have a bunch of ad best practices that we share openly with our developers, and we encourage them to adopt it, right? I'm just going to share some of those with you, and maybe you can be mindful of that as you sort of go ahead and implement it on your app. The first thing is you should always consider the flow of user engagement within your app when deciding to place ads, right? Only when there are places of transition or there's a break in a user's flow of how he navigates through your app is a great point of putting your advertising placements, right? Interstitials and whatnot. The other thing is to be mindful that you do not place any ads on screens that don't offer any content, right? If those are screens that are just blank or not interesting enough for the user engagement, you may want to try and stay away from ads. The second thing is to be very, very clear on requesting the appropriate ad formats. AdMob currently gives lots of choices in terms of ad formats, right? In terms of native ads that we've recently launched, interstitials, banners, smart banners, and whatnot. The other thing that you want to think of carefully is when you have page content or games, if there is a transition point, or like I mentioned earlier, a break between levels, then it provides a natural stopping point for the user and allows them to properly evaluate an interstitial ad. Right? So great engagement on your ad itself from a break point of view. And the last thing that I want you guys to think about more mindfully is account for potential ad latency. A lot of times, career network latency can potentially affect delivery of interstitial ads on your app. So it's important to experiment and observe how different ad placements perform within parts of your app. What AdMob automatically adjusts is the ad serving to show ads that perform better for your user in order to optimize your revenue. Now, I hope this gives you a better understanding of where you could go and place your ads, and you're already thinking of transition points and native designs to sort of accompany your app and take it forward from there.
Yeah, that sure helps a lot. I'll sure keep these things in mind while implementing AdMob in my app. Thanks a lot.
Great. This was really, really insightful for us as well. And we found out that you guys are thinking about some of the main questions that are doing the rounds. Maybe we have time for one last question amongst us.
So hi, I'm Sahib and I'm pursuing computer science engineering and currently I'm in third year. So I had organized this event Google I/O Extended and I wanted to ask, I had seen this announcement related to Firebase. So I wanted to ask what's new in Firebase and how will it help developers in developing their apps? And how is AdMobs also helping Firebase?
Saib, thanks so much for asking this question. I must ask of you though, whether you have been involved with organizing extended I/O parties in Delhi and Gurgaon. Have you been involved with a lot of that?
So yeah, via GDG New Delhi, there's a Google Developers Group New Delhi which helps organize such kind of events. And with GDG New Delhi, we had organized Google I/O Extended in 91 Spring Road, Okhla. So it was a live streaming and there was a huge crowd turnout for the event. So that was pretty exciting.
Wow. So firstly, thank you so much for organizing that, and thanks for your fantastic question. I think everybody in the developer community is excited about Firebase and the updates that have just happened at I/O. So Firebase is, like you all heard at the I/O, is a single interface in SDK, so developers can have everything they need to manage their apps in one place. At the heart of Firebase is essentially Firebase Analytics, which provides free, unlimited, and app-centric analytics solution to deliver actionable insights. So you guys could all use the tools provided by Firebase and save crucial development time and ship a high-quality, bug-free app. What you could also do is acquire and engage the right users at the right time, and then monetize your app through rich and engaging ads. What the platform does is builds audience segments, sees user behavior in more detail, and measures attribution from a single dashboard. Essentially, what it's doing is giving you all of these various functionalities in one platform and letting you navigate through the system for growing your revenue, for growing your user base, and building more engagement in your apps. I hope that's got you excited and that you're looking forward to implementing it on your apps, I hope.
Yes, I am.
All right. Tanik, what do you think of the session so far? How do you think, like, the questions were quite interesting?
Yeah, actually, the students are actually very interested in taking this challenge seriously, and I hope you do really well in this. And the questions are really exciting. Even like Firebase is the recent app software that has been launched in I/O, and I am really excited to see students actually keeping up to date with all the developments that are happening.
Yes, in fact, we do want to thank you guys for all the great work that you guys have been putting in. Just before we end, though, I want to share some few updates because I don't want you to miss out on what is the grand prize for the Student App Challenge, right? So, just to share with you all, we're looking forward to your participation, and the grand prize is actually a week-long trip to San Francisco, including a visit to Google's headquarters in Mountain View. What we'll be doing is featuring your app on the Google Play Store, introducing a video starring you and your app, so you become celebrities of your own right. You'll also take home a nifty bag of goodies, including a Google device. And then fear not, there are also regional finalists that will be taking home Google devices and will have their app featured on the AdMob website. Now, I hope that's got you all excited and that you're motivated enough to go back and start working closely with your apps and your teams. What I also want to do is give Vaibhavi a chance to share more about what's happening with the Applied CS team and how you can leverage them for all the great work that they're doing.
Thank you. First of all, big thanks to Tanay and Shefali for putting up a great session, great informative session on AdMob App Challenge. I'm sure this is going to be very much beneficial to the Applied CS students. There are 2 points that I would like to conclude the whole hangout with. One is the code sprints that we have as a part of Applied CS sessions. So we have the last session as our code sprints. The students who have already participated in the workshops or the facilitators who are already planning with the workshop or completed with the workshop, they already know about it. So we have a lot of interesting and innovative apps coming up in this particular code sprint. So students, I would highly encourage you to continue working on these applications. Think from the monetization point of view, apply AdMob into it, and participate in Student App Challenge. Also, to the facilitators, do motivate potential students from your campus or from your workshops to participate in this challenge. There are a lot of students who may need a gentle push, and I would like you to be the one to give them that push, to motivate them and help them gain the momentum, and after that they will run the show on their own. So that's all that I wanted to talk to you about, and yeah, thank you everyone for attending the hangout.
Thanks again, Vaibhavi, and I'm sure like the Applied CS facilitators will do a fabulous job of promoting this. Tanay, any last thoughts from you?
Yeah, I would like to add some important points that you should note before you submit. So the submission deadline for this competition is 11:59 p.m. on 28th June 2016, but this is according to Pacific time. So you need to take care of this. This deadline is according to Pacific time, not the other timeline. So you need to adjust your timelines according to this. And the other point being, your app should be an unpublished work. It must be an original and should exclusively use AdMob as a monetization SDK in it. So that are the points from my side that you need to take care of. And apart from this, I wish you all the best. And I hope you make sure that you give your best effort in this. And you never know, you would get a chance to visit San Francisco because of this. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And it's a wrap. All the very best to you. And we hope you stand a chance to win the challenge. Bye and have a great weekend ahead.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.